Hello and welcome back to Football Manager 2019 here at Rawslowgaming with Bath City Football Club, which we are trying to take to the top of Premier League and beyond. And we have a scouting meeting here, so let's discard that, because that is something we checked into last time around, but we couldn't get to loan him. Right, so one of the better players, a fee around 51k. Well, let's check you out. 24-year-old, well, could be interesting. Fullback here, not really interesting. We want a little bit better current ability there for anything to really consider. And anything not green here is definitely not going to be interesting for us. So Abbott here, pretty interesting, but we are not playing wide backs or whatever this is called. So unfortunately not. And Morris here, I guess, decently interesting, but not. But yeah, we could sign him since Mitchell is only a loan player. But I don't really want to put out this kind of money. It's not much money at all, but yeah, it feels like sort of expensive. And he actually belongs to you. Well, you are free for Maselfield here. And you have come from Skybet League 2, but haven't really performed as such. For Northampton, after coming from Southampton, or was it Southampton? No, that's not. Yeah, it was. That's what they are called. So we'll actually discard that. I don't feel like it's the right choice. I want even better stats, really, or yeah, even better scouting report to be in there and sign players. Regarding that, let's, or actually, we'll wait here until after the next match to have another look again in the scouting tab and see if we have anyone more that we can scout and possibly try to sign that are could be interested in signing with us, because that is what we have ticked on. So anything unrealistic will not be there, which just saves us time basically. And I'll just say that we choose the team and not any other manager, even though we have loaned players on some premises. That's not really their saying, so to say. And some player development advice here. And Preston are unhappy and want more first team chances. And I can understand that, but likely not getting to be the case that either. And Akinola's skill have gone up here now to decent Skybet League 2 player. And yeah, he is decent. He's been with us for quite a long time, and he's been really stable, really, to be honest. Gotta actually have a look on that as we get a chance to see when we actually sign him and how he has performed through the years. So we were talking about Akinola. Yeah, it's his fourth season, and he's been very stable here at around 6.8, and coming from West Ham. So yeah, decent talent for our level, not for West Ham, of course, a player that would reach just about, well, Skybet League 2 level, So let's see here. We could send Bruce here on a course. Right, and the board still doesn't listen to me, which is frustrating to say the least. We have had our alterations here, a few episodes, with not letting them, or with them selling players that we don't want to sell, and not accepting our request to improve the junior base, or junior scouting, or youth scouting, or induce signing and everything like that. And yeah. All right. Transfer policy. I don't want to do this really. Yeah, transfer market to develop youth. I guess that's the case. But we really want to increase the youth facilities and things like that. And we're not really going to offer a contract to Baxter there. We're rather looking for any interesting players to come along that we assigned for the youth this year, maybe. Right, so we get a lot of advice here, and we are going to take those things that we can take. Don't like get stuck in the get stuck in option, so we will not do that, and we'll just not do all of these suggestions, even though we are listening to our staff most of the time, so to say. We are slight favorites here, according to the bookmakers, against forced winner hours at the 2.25 times the money. Training last week, 8 of 3 in average for the first team, 7.97 for under 23s, and 9.10 for the under 18s, which keep on shining, so to say. And yeah, Pius really showing some improvement, and he should be back for us, so that's nice as well. And Rawson, everything looks like it have been doing before, pretty much. The changes are almost always at the start of the month, and after that, not really the case, but sometimes they do come, so you gotta have a look on it still. I just hope that Miller doesn't get worse with his poor training performance now. So here is the match day for the match against Setal. Didn't we set that? Yeah, we did. For Forest Green here, and we were actually third there in Manager of the Month, winning 3 games out of 4, and that somehow places us third in Manager of the Month. But I guess we are not having the greatest team or strongest team if we're looking on the odds makers and things like that. So I guess it's maybe from that. We made a loss of 41k there. And our youth players there managed to draw the match against Oxford, and overall they are doing quite well for themselves. Really, we are not that overkill good as Bournemouth is, so we'll stay in the Division 3 Southwest. But hopefully next year or so we can move up a division for our youth players. I think that would help quite a lot, really, to be honest. And let's see here then. We want Pius back, and you are going to play for... well, you're actually going to replace Gosling, really. We are tied with Gosling, so Ponzilla will get a chance to play together with Pius, and see if we can't get them to play well together. So we'll put Gosling on the bench instead of Alloy, and other than that, I think we have the correct team on the field. Yeah, definitely the case. So we'll go to match here directly and comment it just like we always do here on the channel, and also always showing you everything in between the matches. I know some channels do it in another way, just showing the matches and things like that, but here we're showing you everything, and I hope you enjoy it. I know I'm enjoying it at least, and maybe have some thought about like which player to choose and things like that, hearing the thought process and everything, even though I probably didn't have much of a thought process there that I explained or anything like that. And the chance here, Poncelli versus keeper, but shoots well wider in the 13th minute. So a pretty uneventful match so far, I would say, in terms of what number of chances we have seen, but we have a new chance here in the 27th minute. Bassett with the ball, Schultz with the ball rather, and losing the ball cheaply here. So unfortunately a chance for a counterattack here, maybe for a screen, but Miller really coming in there. And Jordan with the ball here in the defense. A long ball up towards Poncelli, but it wasn't even close really, but a poor clearing there, and Rawson getting the ball, and now a lot of ping pong. Charles getting the ball here, and Rainer have it now again on the left hand side. Charles trying forward to Miller. Miller shoots and hits the top post, and it's Pius with another goal. Not another goal, but a goal here, his 28th for the season, and Bath City taking the lead here in the 28th minute. So yeah, Pius have been so superb for us. It's really quite incredible, and yeah, I would so like to sign him for next year. I don't think I will be able to do that, but yeah, that would be something. Next highlight here in the 39th minute, Michel with the ball, and it's not looking good. It looks like this will be a counter for first green, coming here on the right hand side, and the cross fails. Akinola, a long ball up to Ponticelli, and a long ball up to Pius. Pius versus the keeper, and it's a goal for Bassett here in the 39th minute. And I didn't see that one coming at all, but we are very happy with that, and very good play there by Akinola and Ponticelli. So Ponticelli, you just played yourself into the team here, I guess, for the rest of the season, and Poncelli is also a player that we have had for a long time, and have tried to get rid of for a long time, so to say, with the better players, but we haven't been able to get better players, better strikers. A new chance here in the 44th minute. Pius there with a try, but the keeper saved, but apparently didn't hold on to the ball. Somehow missed that, but all right. So the scoreline after 1/2, 2-0 for Bassett versus Forest Green. Definitely good here. Looking good in terms of the stats as well, and team analysis. And I think, yeah, the stats here on the individual players also look really good. So that's nice. So we'll continue straight off here in the second half. We're playing just like we have been doing before. And just as before, also I guess we were doing some substitutions around the 60-minute mark. So Forest Green doing a substitution there, and we have passed the 60-minute mark. So I think we'll rest Miller here. Not pushing him too hard. So we'll play the Haviland and Rainer. You haven't got the rest, so I think we'll rest you and put Gray in there, and I think that will be all for now. Pius, you're very fresh, and Poncelli, you're decently fresh as well. First highlight here in the second half, Charles with a free kick there that didn't get all the way forward, but Gray picking up the loose ball, and Michel with a chance to cross here to Rawson, to Pius, just out of the post, or outside the post, and missing goal there, but good chance again. Charles with a corner here in the 72nd minute. And Michel passing to De Havilland, to Charles, to Rawson, and he tries to cross it into a very full or compact defense there. And it's a counter-attack here for Forest Green. Preston with the ball, passing straight back in a very dangerous zone, and hitting the post there, somehow not getting a goal there. I really looked like it were headed for a goal, but not the case apparently. And it also looks here like this will be a really good match for us in terms of the league table. And I think this will be the last highlight of the match, with 3 minutes to go and the first or second minute in extra time. And it looks like, yeah, it's a counter-attack for Forest Green versus our keeper, but out for a corner. And we'll see how much of a highlight this is then. Or rather, if we'll get to skip to the end whistle. And I think that's the case, because the end whistle is right here. Oh, right there. So there we have it, and the final scoreline for Bassett versus Forest Green then 2-0. Shots 17-13, shots on target 8-5, and possession 49-51%. So pretty darn good, and a good performance by the team overall. And next up is a home match against Stephen H, who are 17th in the league. Should be another easy game, and we need to build that up for the last few matches. That will be very tough, but we are still third in the league, 1 point up now to the league leaders, and 4 points clear of the playoff zone. So looking really pretty good there for us, and Pius impresses for us here again, and we'll take a look at Pius very soon. And actually right now Barker goes berserk. Well, you can do that. Pius said valued 150k. Yeah. What is your potential ability? Very well suited to Sky Battle League 2 football at the moment. Yeah, we can definitely say that. And potential Premier League player. So I don't think Pius would be interested in moving to us whenever we would try, even so to say, with a transfer or anything like that. Moving on, or while we're moving on, rather, remember to smash that like button if you're enjoying this episode and this content. Very appreciated if you hit that button. And we really need to take a look at this, I see. So McEaron here, definitely a player that we would like to sign. Almost the class of Miller. And what are your position? Advanced playmaker, attack. All right, transfer stages. Rather, what are you playing? Lincoln, Skybet League 1. And you don't really get playing time, all right? I'm 24 years old, you can still improve. All right, so I guess we are making an offer. Let's make an offer on 20k. Yeah. And move forward here. Yeah, definitely interesting looking. And we're going to take a look at the scouting table here again, or the possible players to scout. So we are going to do that. And we will scout everyone here in the bottom that we haven't done so far, just so we don't miss out on anyone, no matter what their value might say. But yeah, in general, it's up here where it's interesting for us. And we have no one new there to scout from the championship. So it looks like this might be a kind of tough season, so to say, in terms of scouting and signing players before the season starts or something like that, which is a shame. And we will continue moving on here towards the match against Steven Age. But yeah, if you're enjoying the content, do also leave a comment just about anything, and of course hit that subscribe button as well. And as you do that, you can hit that small notification bell. All right, so obviously that demand is pretty darn crazy. At least according to me, 150k or just over that for a player that is valued at 29k. I'm not really having that at all. We can scouting now. We want to, I guess we have added him to our hot list already, so to say. So we will get information when things happen around him, like if he signs a contract or anything like that, or even if he gets a contract offer, I guess we will see it too. Right, so Miller now set to stay at Bath, which is good. We'll just hope that he will get back with training and everything. Yeah, very well suited to Skybet League 1 football. So he's a super signing that we have done. And yeah, getting up to Skybet League 1 will just improve that even more, or hold that to get. Well, I don't know what I'm trying to say, but getting up there, we will make even more use of him, so to say, and he could develop even more. He could be like a lead star to getting to Premier League, even if things play out totally right. And let's see here, continuing on, we'll have a training report here, and we will hope that it's nice. And let's see here, no tactical pre-match advice that we want to follow, and we are very clear favorites here according to the bookmakers at 1.4 times the money. And Pius on the verge of Skybet 2 player of the match milestone apparently, and he's been man of the match so far, 10 matches in this season already, which is quite a lot for sure. First team training 8.12 as an average, under 23 7.98, and the under 18s 9.02. So again, a very good training there overall. So that were at the medical center, which can be interesting. Not where we thought of looking. Pius trainer, no one really showing improvement there. Rawson showing some improvement here again, which is nice. Nothing too special. Jordan showing improvement again, and that is not special but pretty strong improvement. And really good improvement there from him. Perry Gosling, no. Helland, a little bit. Johnson, and not really. Grid Ponticelli, a little bit. Charles Merch, no. O'Connor Akinola, you're not really showing anything either. Ogunseri, or rather Gray Ogunseri. Right, so Ogunseri, you're showing some improvement back here. You dropped in a lot of places here in February, but you are gaining a little bit. I hope that's, I think that's due to getting some playing time again and things like that. Last month, pretty much. Akinola not really showing anything great. Same. Miller at least and not losing anything there. And we can criticize him, so that's good. And we had some advice here. And we'll stop position training for Johnson. And we'll continue here towards the match against Stephen H. And after that, we have another really easy match against Oxford United, Oldham Athletics. So we have really easy matches now. We need to get 9 points through these 3 matches. For, I guess, the last 7 matches, I think it's 10 matches left now, or soon. The last quarter of the season will be really tough, yeah. It will be 10 matches left after this one, so 3 easy matches out of 10 and then 7 really hard matches. So we need to create as much of a gap that we can to the rest of the players pretty much, or players, the rest of the teams. So Ogunseri, you will get to play instead of Ponticelli, because, well, Ogunseri, you're better, at least in my book, or have more potential ability at least. Yeah, potential ability 3.5. How much have Ponticelli played for us, actually? That is something that we should have a look on as well. So he's been with us for 1, 2, 3, 4 seasons. And yeah, he's been actually, well, can't complain. Last season he played 42 matches and scored 26 goals. But the development, it's the development always. We expected more of him. He hasn't really developed at all in these 4 years, which is the shame really with it. So that's why he doesn't really get to play. Will not really get to play ever again as the first choice as striker in Bath City. So let's move on to the match here and comment it just as usual here against Stephen H. So as usual, boring first highlight of nothingness. Might get to a real chance here. One never knows. It do happen, but not very often. It looks like that this might be the case though. Rawson here with a cross towards Miller and heading just over the top bar there. But a good chance there in the first minute. And we get highlights straight after. I guess this might be a match where it's a lot of highlights. We are playing in attacking mode as well, our mentality. So I guess it might be a quite goal-filled game. And if it is, well, that's definitely good for us. If it's for Bath City, of course. At the moment, the ball is just going back and forth, not really finding the right address so far. But now it looks like Stephen H with a cross here, and it is. And it's in the goal. Taking the lead here, 0-1 for Bath City versus Stephen H in the second minute. So not the start we were looking for at all. And a lot of highlights there, or well, we've seen pretty much all of the 1.5 first minutes in this match, so still a lot of time to turn things around, of course, and almost 0-2 there after 3 minutes, and we still keep seeing highlights on everything in the match pretty much so far. But let's hope we can get back now. Next highlight here in the 7th minute, a goal kick from the keeper of Steven H. And they managed to hold control of the ball here still. And driving it forward, very close to the penalty area and inside it now, passing it outside it again. And now on the right hand side here, a possibility to cross, fails, but gets a second chance now, but passes back again towards the middle, and they pass it into the middle and shoots just wide of the goal there. Really well played chance, or well played to create that chance rather. So we'll shout demand more, and in general we are demanding more, of course, but we are not finding anything here so far, so we'll keep shouting, shout. And next highlight here in the 29th minute, and the ball down to the keeper of Steven H. And they keep handling the ball well there, and that's very clear chance there for Steven H. But our keeper saves and out for a corner. Feels like it should have been a goal there for Steven H. And yeah, we needed to turn things around here. I said we needed to win this match. Free kick in the 32nd minute by Miller. And out to Charles. Charles passing to Rayner. Out to Charles. Charles here on the left-hand side loses the ball. And it's a counter-attack for Steven H. And that lob don't go in. Molnichon safe hands. And next highlight here is going to be a red card or second yellow card here for a Steven H player of Maghoma. And yeah, we really need to move forward now. So we'll go to very attacking and we'll shout demand more. 2 minutes to go here. And yeah, we are there about with in terms of the game. We're looking at the stats, but definitely not having the result that we need here so far. So there we have it, the scoreline after 1/2, 0-1 for Bassett versus Steven H. And I said we really need to do better, but we haven't really hit the target so far, which might be one of the major problems. So we'll criticize Ogenseri, who were at 6.3, all the rest were better than that, and 6.3 is our threshold for criticizing the players pretty much. Miller with a corner here in the 53rd minute. Long, getting past anyone. Charles to Reigns, but he shoots just wider, very close to the goal, but no cigar. And Rawson passing to Miller. Miller shoots, and it's a goal for Bassett here in the 56th minute, and it's finally equalized. So still almost 1/2 here to get in with a leading goal, at least to win this match. And we will say thank you to Steven H for passing that ball back to our thrower there of Rawson, I think it was. We'll show some passion. And we'll wait just a little bit here before making any substitutions. I think it's time now though, so we'll switch in. Well, we don't have merch here for some reason, or grey rather, so we'll switch in O'Connor. And what more? I think we'll switch in De Havilland instead of Scholz, and you will play attack. And we'll switch out a striker. I guess we will. So in with Ponticelli instead of Ogenseri. And in attack and confirm. And make changes. And shout demand more. So 10 minutes to go here. We need to make this happen. Come on, give us a highlight at least, so we can have a little bit of a hope. Now into extra time, we still don't see anything. And with seconds to go, I don't think this is happening, and it isn't, because there is the whistle for full time. So the scoreline after full time is a 1-1 for Bad City versus Stephen H. Shots 17-14, shots on target 4-4, and possession 54-46%. So obviously not the game we wanted, especially considering they had a one player sent off. I just remember that at the end of the game, and yeah, really poor performance in that regard for us. Now 3 points off from the league leaders, 5 points clear of the playoff zone. With a win there, that would have been 7, and it would have felt all the better. And 2,806 attending that game. So with that match played and only a draw, that will be everything for this episode. So thank you very much for watching, and I hope to see you here soon again. Bye bye. You have been watching Rawslowgaming, and I hope you have enjoyed. On clicking on the video on the left, you will see the next video in this series, and on the right our latest upload to the channel. And with that said, thank you again for watching.